Only a fool learns from his own mistakes. The wise man learns from the mistakes of others. When you want to fool the world, tell the truth. The great questions of the day will not be settled by means of speeches and majority decisions but by iron and blood. Never believe anything in politics until it has been officially denied. God has a special providence for fools, drunkards, and the United States of America. All treaties between great states cease to be binding when they come in conflict with the struggle for existence. Politics is the art of the possible, the attainable, the art of the next best. A conquering army on the border will not be stopped by eloquence. The social insecurity of the worker is the real cause of their being a peril to the state. People never lie so much as after a hunt, during a war, or before an election. Preventive war is like committing suicide out of fear of death. Anyone who has ever looked into the glazed eyes of a soldier dying on the battlefield will think hard before starting a war. Crowned heads, wealth and privilege may well tremble should ever again the black and red unite. Be polite. Write diplomatically. Even in a declaration of war one observes the rules of politeness. Fools say that they learn by experience. I prefer to profit by others' experience. Laws are like sausages, it is better not to see them being made. The secret of politics? Make a good treaty with Russia. One day the great European war will come out of some damn foolish thing in the Balkans. The statesman's task is to hear God's footsteps marching through history, and to try and catch on to his coattails as he marches past. Great men have great dogs. With a gentleman, I am always a gentleman and a half, and with a fraud, I try to be a fraud and a half. Man cannot control the current of events. He can only float with them and steer. What we learn from history is that no one learns from history. A really great man is known by three signs: generosity in the design, humanity in the execution, moderation in success. We Germans fear God, but nothing else in the world. A little caution outflanks a large cavalry. My subject is my life, and my life is my subject. The main thing is to make history, not to write it. Politics are not a science based on logic. They are the capacity of always choosing at each instant, in constantly changing situations, the least harmful, the most useful. Political judgment is the ability to hear the distant hoofbeats of the horse of history. Woe to the leader whose arguments at the end of a war are not as plausible as they were at the beginning. I am accustomed to paying men back in their own coin. I have found that nothing so deceives your adversaries as telling them the truth. Whoever speaks of Europe is wrong. It is a geographical expression. An appeal to fear never finds an echo in German hearts. Better pointed bullets than pointed speeches. Show me an objective worthy of war and I will go along with you. You can't destroy the Polish national consciousness or Poles on the battlefield, but if you give them power, they will destroy themselves. Beware of sentimental alliances where the consciousness of good deeds is the only compensation for noble sacrifices. I have only one ambition left. I should like to have a good epitaph. Faust complained about having 2 souls in his breast, but I harbor a whole crowd of them and they quarrel. It is like being in a republic.